I'm going to start by asking, sorry, I mean, am I right thinking this is the first time you've ever played the same character for a second time? And if so, is that because you're not usually a fan of sequels, or is it because the opportunity's never really arisen for you?
No, they've tried to develop sequels to various movies that I've done, Departed, Italian Job, a couple of others. It's just, if you can't make it better than the first, it's not worth doing, you know, and really you kind of see what you're going to get on the page. But Seth had a great idea, and, you know, we knew we could make it better than the first, but also make it different from the first. So that was the thing.
The Departed sequel.
Yeah, they were going to kind of follow Dingham after that, and kind of going on to go after and adding, like, they were talking about like a Brad Pitt and De Niro, you know, a corrupt cop and a politician, and kind of going at them, and then maybe going back and doing a prequel, kind of like just like Infernal Affairs. Yeah.
This prank you played on Amanda, what happened there? Was with her dog Finn?
I welcomed her into the Ted family. I introduced her to all these great people in Boston, restaurants. I bring her food from my restaurant, and she decides she wants to start playing prank on me. Like, she starts screaming in my ear while I'm sleeping on my little recliner chair on the set. So I said, is this what we're gonna do after I'm trying to be nice? I think maybe she was just trying to bond, but I don't like those games. So I took the dog from her trailer. You know, we enticed the dog with a little bit of chicken. He jumped in the van with the rest of the chicken, and we took the dog, and then waited for her to go back to her trailer. We left the door open, and as soon as she noticed the door was open, she started freaking out. Ran in the trailer, started screaming, "Fan, fan, fan," crying, jumped in my trailer. "Did you take my dog?" I'm like, what are you talking about? She runs around, sees no dog in there. She falls on the ground crying. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, all right. So much for keeping the dog for a week. I was gonna bring the dog with us to New York and then bring him back on the set, you know? They could reunite, it'd be a nice thing, but I said, she won't make it through the night. I said, I gotta get this dog back. So I called my buddy, brought the dog back. No more pranking.
And of course, Entourage is coming out just soon before Ted. Do you find that when you're in a producing role, do you find you're almost more invested in a project from a kind of box office or critical response kind of way, or is it the same when you're acting and producing?
I mean, you care the same. I mean, you want all the movies to be successful and received well, you know. Those things are out of your control. You know, our goal is to make the best possible version of that movie, put it out, and then it's out of our hands. You know, but yeah, you care equally, that's for sure.
And finally, of course, Patriots Day is another one that you've got coming soon. I was just wondering when that all starts and what sort of role you're going to be playing in that movie.
Well, we don't really know yet. You know, we're still kind of in early stages. I mean, we have a script and we've been talking about it, but, you know, there's no kind of plan set in motion. So, you know, I'm shooting Deepwater Horizon right now with Peter Berg, who directed Lone Survivor. We're in the middle of that. And then after that, I think I'm doing a comedy with the guys who I just did Daddy's Home with. It directed me and Will Ferrell in that. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But, you know, I definitely want to, you know, possibly tell that story in a way that will make everybody in Boston very, very proud.
Is it a story that you feel quite very kind of passionate
Absolutely,
about?
Absolutely, yeah. That's my home.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Much
Appreciate it. Pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!